What if helping young people early could actually save the government millions and millions of pounds? Well, a new report says precisely that. From mental health to mentoring, targeted support works and it all pays off. So is it time for a rethink on how we invest in the next generation? Well, I'm delighted to say I'm joined in the studio by the entrepreneur and the philanthropist, John Caudwell. John, a pleasure to have your company.
Pleasure to be here.
So you have a report out setting out a number of ways we can be targeting young people to give them a head start, to intervene, to give them healthier outcomes. Tell us all about it.
Well, it's not just a report to tell how that works. We've actually done it because I founded Caudwell Youth 2.5 years ago, and we help young people by putting a one-on-one mentor with them. The young people that are vulnerable to mental health problems, potentially criminality, substance abuse, etc. And we put a one-on-one mentor, and the mentors volunteer. We train the mentor, and they build a relationship up so that the young person has got an adult that they can trust. Often these young people have been care assisted, they've been in care, foster homes, maybe in certain cases the parents are not very good people. And so they've been not really in the best environment to actually be inspired to do the right things and to be successful in their own right for the future. And the difference that we're making is absolutely inspiring. It was one of the reasons I supported the charity and founded it and financed the early stages of it, because I believed it would really work. Now the results in this report prove that it works, and prove that it works on a massive level.
John, it sounds amazing. I come myself from Nottinghamshire, from the coal belts. A lot of those areas just had no jobs to replace heavy industry. A lot of hope was lost. Huge amounts of opportunity was lost. What parts of Britain are you in? And tell us about some of your amazing success stories.
Well, we're in Milton Keynes area and Hearts and that area at the moment. But it is, of course, a national problem throughout the whole of the UK. No part of the UK, no matter how affluent, is immune to this issue. The success we've had, I think, it's a shame we haven't got this lad's interview, because a young lad came, one of our mentors, one of our young people came to the House of Commons just an hour ago, and the speech he did was amazing. He talked about his mental health, how he was insecure, felt inferior, and he did this speech with ministers and was brilliant. It was an amazing speech. It inspired me, and I know what we're trying to achieve, but it even inspired me. And this is the difference that we can make by intervening with these young people, by using really competent mentors who can build that rapport, build that relationship with the young person. So the young person has got somebody to trust, whose advice they believe in, and who is there to listen to them.
John, a mate of mine, Sonia, runs Lads Need Dads down in Essex, and again, they pair mentors with a lot of particularly boys who are directionless, rudderless, great risk of dropping out. What kind of mentors are you using, and can people get involved?
Yeah, I mean, any mentor, any person that wants to really have a passion to help a young person. And they can nearly all be trained. Most people can be trained to do that work, but they've got to have that genuine desire to help and that genuine passion. But then they're not getting paid anything, so why wouldn't they? You know, why they would have a genuine desire to volunteer. So we're looking for volunteers all the time, because at the moment we're helping about 400 kids in that area. But I think there's about 100,000 young people that need helping every year nationwide. So the job that we've got to expand nationwide, and the amount of mentors that we need to recruit, and of course all the support services for those mentors, is a colossal job. Probably bigger than when I built Phones for You.
Yeah, this is it. So John, we've seen you over there at Parliament today. You know, we know you've got the ear of parliamentarians. Is this the kind of thing you think the government should be backing and rolling out nationwide?
Well, Keir was very interested in it when I spoke to him, and this was before the election. I spoke to him about it, and he really believed in the project that we were doing. I think the government need, in a lot of areas, to get ahead of the drag curve.
Yeah.
They need to stop letting things get too far, whether it's potholes in roads or whether it's young people going down the wrong pathway. We need to intervene at the right time to put things right while it's still easily done, much more easily done, and before things have deteriorated. And when it's a young person's life, that's super critical, because that young person may never recover from that deterioration. If they get criminalised or hooked on substances, maybe they never go on to be a useful member of society. And that's a tragedy for everybody, for the young person, for victims, for the whole of society.
Well, John Caudwell sounds utterly inspirational. Well done to that lad that spoke in Parliament. Perhaps he'll be a future Prime Minister in waiting. Who knows?
I think he could be.
Thank you very much. Let's get him in next time. Get him in.
Yeah, we should do.
I'd love to talk to him.
Well, let's do that.
Absolute pleasure. Thank you very, very much for coming to the studio. Absolute pleasure. Now, thank you.